welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. A great night for baseball ahead on the show. The Atlanta Braves and the Arizona Diamondbacks. All right, Singy, let's talk about the man on the mound. He has been lights out lately.
You're not kidding, Boog. I mean, look at these stats. He's got hitters guessing on every pitch. I'm excited to see if he can maintain his dominance in this one.
To get this one started after this. Just about to get underway, and on the mound here today, Zach Gallen. What do you have on him, Chris?
Well, coming into this game, hitters are batting under 250 against this starting pitcher, so it just shows you how effective he's been. He's been able to move his pitches around, add and subtract, change up the look so that hitters don't get too comfortable and start squaring up the baseball. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Ronald Acuna Jr., the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. Foul ball there. Gets him to chase after that one.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Next offering is outside. Lifted in the air down the left side, and it falls. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, those kind of lucky soft hits will always make you smile. That's a ball that a lot of times you'll see the shortstop or left fielder be able to get to if it hangs up in the air long enough. But right there, it just died and found a way to drop in on the green stuff with base hit.
The 0-1. On the ground, and foul ball. Acuna gets his lead at first with nobody out. And that is a good eye on a pitch down low, and a count 1-2. Struck him out, and there's one down.
Good late cut for the strikeout there. That thing really got in on him, man. You know, the cutter isn't really a huge swing and miss pitch most of the time because it's not really meant to move a whole lot. You're just trying to miss the big part of the barrel and maybe get some weak contact, but that one right there did a whole lot more than that. That was a really good pitch.
Marcell Ozuna coming up to hit. Hit in the air, center field. McCarthy under it. Pulls it down, and there's two gone.
Batting fourth, first base.
Here's Brian Snitker's lineup for the Braves. This is one of the best teams in the league when it comes to drawing walks, Chris, so we'll probably see a very patient approach from them.
Yeah, Boogie, that's often what leads to a lot of runs scored. You get runners on base, you work that pitch count up for the opposing pitchers, and then you take advantage when they make mistakes. You get into that bullpen. You can tell that everyone up and down this lineup just comes in with a great plan of attack, a lot of patience, just like you said.
Matt Olson, the next to hit, takes ball one. Late on that fastball.
Good fastball going early until they show they can make some good contact. You keep on throwing the pitch.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Two outs. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. The high heat too much on that one. Braves strand one, and now the Diamondbacks will get their first turn at bat. No score. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here in the desert, and on the mound today, Spencer Strider.
Well, you can see his whip is a little above the league average. Not bad, but I think in this one, he's going to need to control that a little bit better. Try to limit hitters from getting on base. Stay in that windup instead of the stretch. And when he does allow base runners, be able to throw a pitch. He's going to get a swing and miss, get out of the inning so that a base hit doesn't do more damage and put his team behind the 8 ball.
Jake McCarthy leading things off and takes a strike. Strider, a former All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a curve, and he works in a changeup. Lifted in the air out to left, and it falls. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. The pitch was in and off the plate. So hard to do anything with the pitch in that location, but somehow he got the barrel to it and hit it well. Pretty amazing. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
The batter now, Geraldo Perdomo. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1. Perdomo launched a homer in his most recent game. Inside corner, and that's called a strike. Nobody out, runner at first. Inside.
Nope,
And a count 1-2. The pitch. Got him. Now one away.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Ketel Marte up to the plate. Man at first, one away. Check on the runner, and he's back in there. Marte matched a homer in his last game. Strider deals. Fouled off. He was late. Next offering upstairs.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
McCarthy off of first with 2 away. Strider throws over, and he's back in safely.
One ball, one strike.
Clearly he didn't come out of his hand the right way. Left that curveball way up.
The 1-1 is fouled off. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here in the second game of the series. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
The changeup missing. Yeah, that's ball 2. Fastball is outside.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
3-2 on the way. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. 1 left for the Diamondbacks. Scoreless after 1. All set for the start of the inning. Now the third baseman, Austin Riley. Riley with a homer in his last game.
Riley is one of those players that made his presence known in the majors right away. He hit a 438-foot home run off of Michael Walker fastball in his second at bat, which is probably the best way to make a first impression as a rookie, Boog.
Hit hard, should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And he's got a leadoff double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Got a fastball,
fielder,
middle of the plate,
direction,
jumped all over it.
profile.
Absolutely smoked that ball. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
Now batting Jurickson Profar.
Really strong hitting performance recently, working on an 8-game hitting streak.
Right through there for a strike. Profar with some impressive production lately.
You don't stick at the major league level unless you can string together consistently solid performances. Right now, he's showing us why he's lasted in the big leagues.
Man at second. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Gurriel handles the chance.
Batting 7th, second baseman Ozzie Albies.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Ozzie Albies, the next to hit. One of the things amazing with Zach, think about the players he's been traded with and for. In December of 17, he and Sandy Alcantara were dealt to Miami from the Cardinals for Marcell Ozuna. Then ultimately in July of 19, he went to Arizona for Jazz Chisholm. Carl Dixon working the plate in this one.
You know, we often hear and talk about umpires being a pitcher's umpire, but Boog Dixon maybe a little bit more hitter friendly than most. He's kind of tight on the corners, so we'll see if that comes into play at all in this one.
What about an umpire's height? How much of a role does that play in your experience and what the strike zone is like?
Yeah, I think it pushes the strike zone up a little bit, which, you know, as a former hitter, you like that. You wanted the ball up. You didn't want to have to deal with stuff down in the zone consistently.
1 out and a runner at second here at the top of the second. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
Popped up to the left into foul ground, and there's 2 down.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little
Batting
bit too
8th,
much. Sometimes
catcher,
those eyes can get
Sean
really
Murphy.
big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
Here's Sean Murphy. Fastball for a strike. Second inning here, no score.
Ball.
And that one fouled off. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, and that is that. One hit, one left. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. We're tied 0-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the first baseman, Josh Naylor.
First baseman, Josh Naylor.
Naylor goes 5 feet 11 inches, hitting 5th in today's lineup. And he was selected to the All-Star game last year. Strider back to work. In the air, left side. Profar moving under it. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
He was all over that first pitch fastball. Just
right
barely
fielder,
missed it.
Corbin
Man, this guy was ready to
Carroll.
hit.
This is Corbin Carroll.
Strider out there on the mound for this one, and he's a guy who had a really impressive college career, but needed Tommy John surgery while playing for Clemson. You know, Boog, Strider spent time with a sports psychologist at Clemson while rehabbing from his surgery. They talked a lot about the concept of purpose and the importance of having a defined goal for everything you do. You know, it's something Strider now preaches himself.
Throws to first in time, and there's 2 away.
Batting 7th, catcher Adrian Del Castillo.
Adrian Del Castillo stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Slides for the stop. The throw. What a play. Inning over. Diamondbacks down quickly. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Back here at Chase Field. Well, here we go. Top of the 3rd scoreless game. Now it's the shortstop, Orlando Arcia. Right through there for a strike. Backed off the plate that time.
That's in. Ball 2.
Here's a 2-2. That to right. Carroll moves towards it. Makes the catch for the out.
Now batting right fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr.
Back to the top of the lineup, and here is Ronald Acuna Jr. He's 1 for 1, led off the game with a single. Fastball in for a strike. It's 0-1.
Oh, here's a player who hits the ball a mile when he connects. In fact, Acuna is the first player in the StatCast era to hit 10 straight home runs, all traveling more than 420 feet. He's not exactly just clearing the fences out there. That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
To the right side. And it finds its way through for a hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Up next for Atlanta, center fielder
And
Michael
here is
Harris.
Michael Harris II. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. That's outside. Ball 1. Acuna leads off first with 1 away. And another ball.
Nope, that's a ball.
That one finds the corner. That's strike 1. Acuna runs. Pitch in for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on them and see if you can steal the bag, get in the scoring position.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Throw comes into third, and they're at the corners with only one out.
Well, that's a smart decision to hold up with one out and the heart of the order coming up. Don't want to run into an out at home plate.
Here's Marcell Ozuna. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Crushed. Left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. It's his 6th home run of the season, and it gives them the lead in the third. It's 3-0.
Well, the best home runs are the ones that give your team the lead. That's a great feeling right there. When a guy's got a real hard fastball, you can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
One down. Here's Matt Olson. Foul ball. And ball one. This one in the air. Perdomo hauls it in for the out.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Austin Riley.
2 down, bases empty. Austin Riley now at the plate. Doubled his first time up. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Carroll makes the play, and it's out number 3. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here, a 3-run homer. It's now 3-0. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. As we go to the last of the third. Now it's the DH, Peyton Smith.
Peyton Smith.
Fastball is outside. And that drops in for a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
To the right side. Throw on to Olson. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting ninth, left fielder, Lourdes Gurriel Jr.
Here's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. First pitch misses. 1 out, bases empty. Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya. So he goes yard to left. His 2nd of the year, and they cut into the lead. It's 3-1.
This game just got a little more interesting with that home run. Well, this thing was hooking down the line the entire way. We knew it was going to be close, and bang, right off the left field pole. That was a pretty swing, and he found a way to keep his hands inside just enough to keep it fair.
And now Jake McCarthy.
0-1.
One out, bases empty, and a run in here in the last half of the third. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. And there's a ball.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
That's ball 2.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
That's down and in. A slider missed.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
And they'll do it again. Two. This one popped up. Olsen hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, shortstop, Geraldo Perdomo.
At the plate, Geraldo Perdomo. He was a strikeout victim his first time. In the air, left field, down the line, and no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. 2 out, space is empty. And there's a fly ball, deep right field. That one's got a chance. And it hits the fence. And he's in at second with a 2-out double.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
So runner at second, 2 down. Here's Ketel Marte. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. And that's downstairs and outside.
Counts 1-0.
And another ball.
Well, no need to go right at this guy. First base is open. He can hurt you. So make him expand his zone. If he doesn't, give him a walk.
Next pitch is outside.
Well, he gave up the home run earlier in this inning, not pitching as aggressively here.
Eugenio Suarez in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Fastball for a strike at 95. Perdomo on at second with 2 down. Swing and a foul out of play.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Man on second, 2 down. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Now batting, third baseman,
Eugenio Suarez up to hit now. Struck out swinging his first time. Yeah, that's fouled off. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside.
Two balls, 1 strike.
In the dirt, blocked. And an excellent job keeping it right there. comes up empty. That's strike two.
I think he was a little excited there, saw the fastball, but needed a step ladder to get to that one. He's going to have to tighten it back up if he wants to have a good at bat.
Close, but called a ball. And the count is filled up.
That pitch was pretty borderline at the top of the zone, and he's not digging the call out there on the mound. Clearly pretty frustrated, so he's going to have to collect himself a little.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Profar under it. Drops into the glove. That is the inning. Diamondbacks draw a bit closer thanks to this home run. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. You're dialed into the show. And we're back. Start of the fourth. Here's the left fielder, Jurickson Profar. Profar, who hails from Curacao, same place that produced Andrew Jones. Profar gets a piece there.
You know, these Braves doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
0-2 now. Fights it off. He'll see another.
And that pitch count is impactful because if they can keep making him work hard out there, it may force the bullpen to get involved a little sooner rather than later.
And misses inside. Marte sends it to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, second baseman Ozzie Albies.
And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish. First time up was a pop out. Right through there for a strike. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. Inside, and it hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him.
Catcher,
so here's
Sean
Murphy now.
Well, it's safe to say he won't be getting invited to the charity golf tournament this offseason.
He's built his reputation as one of the top framers in the sport. And the first pitch is drilled in the air out to center. McCarthy snags it for the second out. Here's Orlando Arcia. Fly to right his first time.
Arcia.
Back up the middle and a base hit. Rudder puts on the brakes at second, so it's first and second with 2 out.
Right there does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Here's Acuna now. He's 2 for 2. Pitch misses, and it's 1-0.
If he can get through this one, put up a 0, this will help in his outings to come.
In for a strike, and the count is 1-1. Activity in the Arizona bullpen. Gilbert Diaz getting loose out there. Puck, the power lefty, up as well. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 2-1. Albies, the lead runner out at second. Arcia at first, 2 out of the inning. That one fouled off, 2-2. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Gurriel trying to get there. He's got it, and that is that. 2 left for Atlanta as the lead remains 3-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now it's Josh Naylor.
First baseman, Josh Naylor.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. Ball 1.
You know, these
Ball 1, no
D-backs
strike.
showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
The 1-1. That's
Ball
down
2.
and in. A slider missed.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
The 2-1. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Makes the grab, tracks it down after the long run. And there's 1 down.
That's just a really
Now
nice
batting,
catch on
right
the run
fielder,
right there. He
Corbin
saved extra bases for
Carroll.
sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Fought off foul. Ripped to short. Fires to first in time.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, catcher Adrian
So up next,
Del
Adrian Del Castillo. Grounded out his first time. Late on that fastball.
Just a bit
Oh,
tardy
one's the
there.
count.
Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. In the air, center field. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that is that. Welcome back.
Leading
Quite
off
a
for
pitcher's
Atlanta,
duel so
center
far. Here's how the
fielder, Michael
starters have
Harris.
performed up to this point. Gallen back to work. High in the air, out to right. Carroll makes the catch, and there's 1 gone.
Now batting, designated hitter Marcell Ozuna.
Here comes Ozuna up to the plate. He's already homered in this game. Ozuna, a former Gold Glove winner, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. That one's in there. 0-1.
Starts him off with the breaking ball, which isn't surprising. They're trying to keep him off balance, but he's been known to connect on the breaking stuff too. Spin rate's outstanding on that high fastball. Really tough to hit.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. McCarthy. That's out number 2.
Now batting, first
And
baseman
now it's Matt Olson's
Olson.
turn to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
0-1.
And that one missing low.
Aye. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. And the Braves go down quietly, but they still lead it 3-1. Back here in the desert,
Leading
bottom of the
off
inning,
for
and now the
Diamondbacks,
DH, Pavin Smith.
designated hitter, Pavin Smith.
That's in there. That's strike 1.
Well, these Diamondbacks just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
And down on strikes. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
Here's Gurriel. He's already homered here in this one. Gurriel gets a piece.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
1 down, base is empty.
Aye.
Well, I think the key, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. The Braves leading by 2. Last half of inning number 5. Next pitch is outside.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
And a swing and a miss. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
So the batting order turns over. Jake McCarthy getting ready to hit. 1 for 2. And that's in the dirt.
1-0.
Two down, nobody on. Right through there for a strike.
1-1.
And a 1-2. Swings through it for the K. And he strikes out the side in the 5th. So they make short work of him there. 5 innings complete. It's the Braves 3 and the Diamondbacks 1.
Now pitching for
A.J.
the
Puck
Diamondbacks.
takes over on the mound.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Here comes Austin Riley.
For the Braves, third baseman, Austin Riley.
That's in for a strike.
Looks like he sacrificed to pitch right down the middle for tracking and timing. Some good hitters will do that.
Ball. Down.
Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2.
One ball,
Good late
two strikes.
sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then By the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
That misses the zone, and that's ball 2. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. And they boost their lead. It's 4-1. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Well, I'm sure there's a big grin on his face right now, Boog. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like it was going to bend foul. Was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely, and he gets the jog around the bases. Good for him.
Here's Profar down. First pitch just misses.
You know, these Braves putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. The numbers help tell the story. I mean, they've been sitting fastball, and it's paying off in a big way. So far with 6 hits against that pitch alone.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still finds a way to get off a throw, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay.
Ozzie Albies.
Ozzie Albies up to the plate. He's 0 for 1.
And that's a great way for a lineup to dominate a game, because if a pitcher can't rely on his fastball to get outs, I mean, that puts a lot of pressure on the rest of his pitches to be effective.
And another ball. 1 out, bases empty, and a run in, and we're the top half of the 6th. That one misses, and that's ball 3. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike. And that's ball 4.
First base.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
So a man at first. And next for Atlanta, Sean Murphy. And that drops in for a strike. Albies, the base runner at first with 1 out. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away. Singy, that was a laser shot, and a good thing we have StatCast to give us the details.
Yeah, get out of the way on that one. That ball flew out of the box at 112 miles per hour. You talk about generating a ton of power in that swing. He did it with quick hands, good lower half, and just unloaded on that ball.
Next to hit, Orlando Arcia. Big swing and a miss.
No ball, 2 strikes. Ball, that's out.
This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Naylor calls it in, 2 away.
Going to have a little more discipline in future at-bats. That pitch looked good, but you can't hit it. It was just too high in the zone. You usually see a swing and miss or weak contact in the infield.
And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
That's in there. 0-2.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Ozzie flying around third. The throw in, but it's offline. And they lead by 4.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. You got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
And now the center fielder, Michael Harris the second. 1 for 3. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. Two outs, a couple of base runners at first and second. In the air, left field, Gurriel sizing this one up. He makes the grab, and that'll do it. So 2 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors, but 2 are left stranded. 2, 3, 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Braves 5 and the Diamondbacks 1. Back here at Chase Field, and the batter will be the shortstop, Geraldo Perdomo.
Geraldo Perdomo.
That one fouled off. The shortstop takes the ball. That one missed. Next offering misses down and away.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient and showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Olsen brings it in, and there's one away.
That hanging breaking ball looks so juicy to the hitter, and nothing more frustrating when you miss that pitch and you pop out. He's going to have to think about that until his next at bat.
Standing in is the power hitting second baseman, Ketel Marte. To third, Riley. Tosses to first. They get the out on Marte.
Now batting, third baseman, Eugenio Suarez.
2 outs, base is empty. And the batter now, Eugenio Suarez. And a foul ball. Ground ball, Austin Riley. Riley fires to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Nothing doing for Arizona. They're down 5-1.
Now pitching.
So out of the pen for the Diamondbacks, Joe Mantiply.
Joe Mantiply.
Marcell Ozuna digs in now.
Designated hitter, Marcell Ozuna.
And first offering is fouled off. Here's the pitch to Ozuna. And that skips into dirt.
2 strikes.
Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
Olson
1-0.
at the plate and takes high there. Activity in the bullpen. Ryan Thompson appears to be getting loose. The 1-0.
Ball 2.
He swings and fouls one off. Base is empty, one away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Right side, hard hit. Marte throws to first in time. And Olson is set
Up
down.
next for Atlanta, third baseman Austin Riley.
That one
Ball
not
1, no
close.
strike.
And that's ball 1.
That's ball
Just
2.
missed. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. And he'll pull into second with 2 gone. And his hot hitting
Now
continues.
batting, left
They kept
fielder
him in the yard that
Jurickson
time, but all he's
Profar.
doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
So runner at second, 2 down. Here's the switch hitting left fielder Jurickson Profar. Line drive. Makes the grab on the run. And that is that. One left for Atlanta. They're up 5-1. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Movement in the Atlanta bullpen. Aaron Bummer getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. Number 63, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. And ball 1.
2 strikes.
Pitch
Ball
misses
2.
there. Ball 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And that's in the dirt.
3-2.
Swung out, belted. Deep. That one went back there. And that one's going to land not so much here, but here. He shoots one out to right. It's 5-2.
Those are the at-bats that leave pitchers exhausted. He had to throw a lot of pitches and still gave up the long ball. That's a bad combo. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at-bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Spencer Strider done for the night. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute. Aaron Bummer gets the call from the pen.
Number 49, Aaron Bummer.
Next up for the Diamondbacks, Corbin Carroll. And that's in there at the knees. That one's in there. No balls, 2 strikes.
All right, now he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Out to short, Arcia. The throw to first, and one away in the bottom of the 7th.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
And now the catcher comes up to him, Adrian Del Castillo. That pitch gets the corner. Strike 1.
0-1.
The Braves leading by 3 here the bottom of the 7th. And that one is downstairs. And the count even 1-1. Swing and a miss. That's the sweeper.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Slings to first in time.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
Now up next for Arizona, Pavin Smith. And first offering is fouled off. And that's just foul. Bummer deals. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Profar settles under it, makes the grab, and that is that. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's 5-2. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Ryan Thompson.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit.
Second baseman Ozzie Albies.
And he handles it himself for the out.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Now batting catcher Sean Murphy.
Sean Murphy next up for the Braves. Rip to third. Suarez throw to first in time. 2 away.
Now batting shortstop Orlando Arcia.
2 down, bases empty. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Orlando Arcia. The other way. Oh, great grab on the dive. From his knees, the throw. And that's a great play for the out.
That was a great job of doing the math. He had the perfect angle. Diving stop completes the play, and that ends the inning.
Back now. New pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Joe
Now
Jimenez.
pitching for Atlanta, number 77, Joe Jimenez.
And it's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. The Diamondbacks in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at bat out of him right here.
And that one is lifted in the air. Pulls it in on the run. One down.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Swung on, belted. High bounce, takes it over the fence. That's an automatic double.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next guy to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
And now here is Geraldo Perdomo. Knee high, that's in for a strike. One out, the runner at second. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Popped in the air, left side, and a foul ball. Man at second. Ball one there. That one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Check swing, tried to hold up. Now an appeal to third. And Joe McDonald says he went around. Now here is Ketel Marte.
Second baseman, Ketel Marte.
Right through there for a strike. And the slider just misses. And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. That's inside. Eugenio Suarez would be next if they can extend the inning.
Exactly the kind of bat you need in a clutch situation like this. Got to do whatever it takes to give him a chance.
The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk, and that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Oh, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the second time he's taken ball 4.
Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now. 0 for 3 in this one. And that drops in for a strike.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
On the ground, out to short. And that one finds its way through. In comes the run from second. It's an RBI single, and now just a 2-run deficit.
Big RBI for him right there. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole. Really important at bat coming up now.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Joe Jimenez won't go any further tonight. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Raisel Iglesias.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
So a change being made out at second. D-backs bringing on a pinch runner, Jordan Lawler. Here's Josh Naylor. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
0-1.
Two aboard, 2 outs. Headed towards the corner. And that's a foul ball. Right through there, got him. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. Well, they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now 5-3. Back after this on the show. Now into the ball game on defense, Blaze Alexander. He'll play second. And now it's Ronald Acuna Jr.
Right fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr.
Thompson back to work. Breaking ball through there for a strike. The Diamondbacks with some movement in the pen. Jordan Montgomery, the veteran southpaw, is getting ready to come on if needed. Diaz, the right-hander, also getting loose. And the 0-1. That one ripped. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul. Here's the 0-2. On the ground right side, and that's a fair ball.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Harris now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. And that one fouled off. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Feeds to second, out there. And that's 2.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
And next is the designated hitter, Marcell Ozuna, looking to do more of what he did back in the 3rd.
No doubt. That 3-run homer is a huge reason why they're in a good spot right now in this ball game. An important swing of the bat.
And that drops in for a strike. And that's through there for a strike.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
In the air, pretty deep out to center field. McCarthy trying to get there. Squeezes it. And that is that. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. 6, 7, 8 scheduled to start the bottom of the 9th. It's the Braves 5 and the Diamondbacks 3. And welcome back to the
Leading
ballpark.
off for
Bottom
the
9, and now the
Diamondbacks,
right fielder,
right
Corbin
fielder,
Carroll.
Corbin Carroll.
And there's a foul ball. Cut on and missed 96 with that fastball.
0-2.
Oh, that
ball,
one rides up
2
and
strikes.
in. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and now just 2 outs away. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
He's 2 outs away. Adrian Del Castillo stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Breaking ball inside. And that is ball 1. Base is empty, 1 away here in the last half of inning number 9. Just missed.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
And that misses. And that's ball 3. And that drops in for a strike.
3-2.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Now only 1 out remaining.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
Smith at the plate now. That's ball 1. 2-run game with 2 away here in the bottom of the 9th. He's got it. Ball game. And the Braves, even this series, up at a game apiece.
Well, someone from the bullpen had to come in, get a big out, and then had a little time to think about it before he went back out to get the final 3 outs of this ball game. Nonetheless, outstanding job to get the save and secure the win for his team.
A 5-3 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.
Lo que te espera, arte Mona Lisa por mi cama se desliza. No me avisa, su chela hace